Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, all.
An evening to the other one on...
Hello, Mark, and the other one, says Trevor Feelgood on YouTube.
Yeah, so...
Evening to you, whatever your name is.
So hello to you, to Charlie, and the other one on YouTube. Well, I managed it. We went for the graveyard shift, which was between 11 and 12, to Tesco's on Wednesday, and I have got my Nespresso.
Nosecco.
Yeah, that one as well.
Hi, Crafty Craig. Hello, Syra Briley. Hello, Fiona McLeod. Carrie Lee from the Rubber Ducks are here. Evening to you, and Charlie Grant on all of our platforms. Well done.
It's rather nice.
No spillage.
No. And as a replacement for Prosecco, it's pretty good.
Julia Hardy, 69 is checking in for week 69. I was going to say, if you guys aren't here, we're going to really miss a trick. We're going to really miss a trick. Our microphone's slightly peeking into the red. I'm going to very quickly sort that. Alright, we should be back now.
I'm having to wipe my nose because
Hi, Liv Cottrell.
Because the bubbles went onto my nose.
Lovely. Bev Page, Swan, hello to you.
Yep, it is alcohol free. Today is the 20th, is it? 22nd, 22 days without alcohol. It is, I can show you, it is Nespresso. Nosecco. Why do I keep saying...
I don't know.
Nosecco anyway. It's actually alright. I've made my vow that I will not drink until I can go to a proper gig with a proper audience. We'll see how the first socially distanced gig I go to kicks in, but at the moment that's my plan.
Does it taste like fizzy water, says Bev?
Mickey's Musketeers have 2 new teammates joining them, Amber and Connor from Worthing. Well, welcome to you guys. I was going to reply to your to one of your postings, Zach, earlier. I forgot to do it.
Nespresso is caffeine-free coffee, says Charlie Grant. And Caroline Brookin, Quiz Harry depleted tonight by COVID plus one other commitment. Oh no, hope they get well soon.
Yeah, a couple of other people that I know have unfortunately fallen foul of it recently.
Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Paul.
Let's keep it light. Let's not talk about that. We'll acknowledge it, but we won't talk about it.
Charlie goes, Nespresso is caffeine-free coffee. Yeah, what's the point of that?
What's the point of alcohol-free?
Yeah,
alcohol.
Because I can have a little bit of fun with some bubbles.
Hi, Sue Lawrence. Well done, Fran.
So I've got the bubbles.
Good evening, Kerno.
So yeah, we've got a busy couple of weeks coming up. After tonight, we've got our quiz on Monday. Then we have got our Friday quiz. On Saturday, we have got a special quiz in connection with someone else, which apparently is going to be announced on Sunday. So it'll be on our event pages on Sunday. And then on the Sunday after that...
No, that's not Sunday, it's the day after.
Yeah, the day after the special quiz is the 3rd series Doctor Who quiz. And the following Sunday is the first of our Harry Potter quizzes.
Which has reached a whopping 10,000 people, according to our
Demographics.
demographics and analytics. Doesn't mean 10,000 people are going, just means 10,000 people have seen it, which is fantastic. We're going to do a slight ad for it, but if you could share it if you haven't already, even if you've got no interest in it at all, maybe one of your friends or their children might be interested in it, so bring them along, more the merrier.
Just the fact that you share it actually increases the demographics that it gets shared out to. Hi from Suzanne, Layla and Martin, playing again from Sheffield.
There you go. Slightly larger text so you don't have to struggle. Hi Sam on YouTube. You were struggling. I was helping. As always, we are on Twitch and YouTube if you don't know watch us on Facebook. We're good, Sam. How are you? We're on YouTube and Facebook. Same address, youtube.com/QuizAthlete or twitch.tv/QuizAthlete. We're on there as well.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link to everything that we've got there. Which is that one.
And how are you Northerners doing? I heard from my mum, Alex's grandma, earlier today. You know the little rectangle she's got covered in the little gardeny bit in the middle of her lawn?
Mm-hmm.
That is actually a pond.
Right.
Purely because of the rain.
There you go. That.
So yeah, anybody else suffering with floods where you are?
We had a lot of rain and wind, but nothing to the degree that I've seen a lot of people.
Well, there's basically they're bursting the mains, the water mains, and washing away the water, and houses are starting to fall down.
Hi Karen D from the Sloths on YouTube. Thank goodness it's Friday already, says Jackie. Yeah, we were the same. Mark asked earlier when did we go to Tesco, and he was like, "What was it, Monday?" I went, "No, Wednesday."
Speaking of Tesco, we can't put soapbox up, but I might as well do it now. Speaking of Tesco, going around Tesco, because we're trying to lose a bit of weight, we're holding back on the carbs. But because I'd been a bit iffy on my sleeping pattern, I thought, right, I'm just going to sod that and just eat what I want to eat. So I got bits of bread and things, and he's poo-pooing it all the time, giving me dirty looks, shaking his head, all this sort of stuff, all the way through. So I got myself some sourdough bread for toast, which is something I haven't had for a long time. And so I'm doing that. Comes down the following morning, and a big chunk of it's gone, and I've got a little bit like this.
You've eaten the entire loaf. You make it seem like you've really hard done by.
On top of that, when I was cutting the sourdough, I was using... You've heard me mention that we've got an electric slicer. It was a gadget I bought 10 years ago. Best thing I ever bought. So I was slicing it very, very thinly on the slicer, so you got really good slices for the toasting. Someone didn't use the slicer and just used the bread knife at an angle, so when I put it back in the slicer, it went all weird.
Don't use a slicer then, just cut it by hand like a normal person.
No, because it makes really nice, thin, crispy toast.
You shouldn't be having it anyway.
No, well, I shouldn't be having it. It was my bread, and you actually took some.
You make it seem like I took the entire loaf. You went an entire loaf of bread and I took a slice.
Chunk. It must have been a very thick slice.
Right. You know what men are like when they exaggerate the thickness of things. Do you still have your sense of smell, says Sam on YouTube.
Yes, I do.
Hashtag bread actually gate, says Sarah.
Yes. I was going to basically ask the doctors to refer me to get it sorted out permanently.
1 minute to go. Charlie Gant says, I used my time and relative dimensions in Space Machine and went forward and watched the Season 3 Doctor Who quiz. It's a good one.
It is. We know the questions.
There it is. Sunday 31st of January, Doctor Who trivia quiz. Same time as we always start. Quarter to 8.
And as always, it's not overly hard. No. We've not gone for the... There's a couple of geeky questions in there, but not too much.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll take that forward. Are we ready for the intro?
Almost.
Okay. I'll let you get ready on the intro.
Okay.
So yes, my sense of smell has come back, and weirdly, it makes food taste better. Just to make food taste...
Mark, bread is just empty calories. Alex, did you a favour there, says Julia? Exactly.
No, but it was nice. And sometimes when you're feeling a bit because your body clock's all over the place, I've had basically 3 hours sleep.
Add Breadgate to the list, says Reenie. Oh, no, Reenie was Julie, sorry. Read it again. Right, okay, so as always, let's start first with our intro so you can see what you're playing and what your rounds are tonight.
You've got a soapbox later on as well, haven't you?
Maybe I do. See you in a minute.
like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though that he hardly even knows you. Doesn't care cause he's barely even sober. Doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying. Something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight. You're not alright. Cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking. He says he'll fight to defeat them. And then he takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Cause we like to play, don't you know? We like to play, don't you know? We like to play, don't you
And as always,
What the hell?
I was waiting for you. And as always, our thanks to Rats, who have got some big news. I don't know what it is yet, but they've got some big news coming up.
Right. So that's what we're doing. As always, well, not as always, this is the third week we've done it, but every single round begins with the letter C because tonight is brought to you by the letter C.
That's what I was going to talk to you about.
Ah, well, there you go then. Yes. So we're gonna. It's more creative ways to try and think of stuff. So round number one, obviously, is going to be the begins with round. Okay.
That was the bubbles.
Babbles.
Bubbles.
So round number one is begins with round. For this round, all your answers should start with the letter C.
Apart from the final round, which is pick your score each
Yes.
week.
So round number two is on cars, and round number three is on colours. No pseudonyms for you two tonight. Ah, that's where you're wrong.
What have you done?
Yes, Fran, I will. All the answers to the... No, Sarah, stop it. Worst time to eat before you go to bed. Your body carries trying to use energy, which means... Not a scientist. Right. Lovely, Bertie. Right, so all your answers to this round begin with the letter C.
Say.
If it's a name, it's the first name that starts with C, but you do need the full name to get the full 2 points. And Charlie says, good names, you can't trump those. Ba-dum-tsh.
I'm going for evens. I'm going to decide this week.
Right
I'm going
then.
for evens.
Okay. Sorry, Sarah, did you say something? Every round the answers begin and end with C. No, that's not true. Okay, question number one. The sitcom Frasier, arguably the greatest sitcom of all time, was a highly successful spin-off from which series? So the sitcom Frasier was a highly successful spin-off from which series?
I'm going to take a cushion because this stool is too hard already.
Oh! Sarah said, the Jenna said we should put our names as Marks and Spencers.
That's quite good, actually.
One day we'll have to swap it around.
Yeah,
so
we'll
Mark's,
have to...
Mark's on the right and I'm on the left, and then we can do Marks and Spencers that way. Big Bang Theory is the best. Shut up, Charlie. No! That was a gut reaction. I'm so sorry. Don't shut up, you're fine. Just straight into it there. Just, no.
Yes. Question 2. What C is the distance a golf ball travels From the tee to the first bounce.
Boom. Yes, Mary, really. They're gone, so I'm going to take the mick out of them as much as I can.
We noticed that we were a lot more orange when we put it on today, so that gave us our...
It's unfortunate that Donald Trump was banned from Twitter, because I was going to send him tweets every day calling him a loser. Only president to get impeached twice. First president in 25 years not to get re-elected. Loser. Moving on. Question number 3. Hartford is the capital of which US state? So Hartford is the capital of which US state?
comment from Claire, Men in Black tonight. Actually, this is a very dark blue.
And this one is a PlayStation t-shirt that my girlfriend got me for Christmas. Crushingly short, very good. So Hartford's capital of which US state? Slightly harder question, but now you know it starts with C, maybe not. Oh.
They begin with letters, Sarah.
We do see all your comments, just sometimes we can't reply to them. You say naughty things. Number 4. That's yours.
Number 4. What sea is the mountain range in the Eastern Highlands of Scotland? Alex thought this was really easy. I thought it was a hard one.
That's okay, Alex. You can tell me to shut up any time because you know I'll ignore you. Anyway, it's fair enough, Charlie. Sorry that there's a couple of geography next to each other there, Sarah. We didn't mean to, but there you go.
You're really pandering to your girlfriends.
Well, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, because you're in trouble otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the rest of these people, as soon as the chat's gone, you're all gone. I won't see you. And Claire Lennon is just up the road. Our well-travelled Claire Lennon. Resident geographer. Number 4. Which element...
5.
Number 5. Which element has the chemical symbol Ca?
5.
Yeah, you made your point. Which element has the chemical symbol Ca?
Which is question 5.
Kelly Jones says, everybody knows you, Charlie, so it's only fair. Questions, always the same. Question to start, answers to follow. That is the general gist of it. So Ca. I think that's quite easy one, that one, because you're given the chemical element and you know it starts with a C.
Question 6. Who, according to some conspiracy theorists, killed her husband and buried him under a septic tank? That was a bit of a tongue twister for me.
Septic tank.
I just got there. I just about made it.
Also, your voice broke when you started the sentence.
Did it?
Yeah, you went, who? Only.
I hope you can't hear that.
Did you?
That was my stomach rumbling.
I forgot to put lead the music on, but forget it. It's fine. So don't forget you need the full name for the full 2 points. The first name starts with a C. The surname may or may not, but you do need the surname to get the full 2 points.
Yes, so at least it's worth having a guess at the first name if you haven't got a choice, if you haven't got a clue what's going on.
Number 7. Rihanna's chart-topping single "We Found Love" featured which Scottish DJ? So Rihanna's chart-topping single "We Found Love" featured which Scottish DJ? That should be hyphenated. Chart-topping.
You also said it in a Sean Connery-ish saying.
Scottish.
Because you said Scottish. I've noticed you do this. As soon as there's anything Scottish coming up, you do go into the Sean Connerys. Question number 8.
You're only eating food beginning with C. Yes. Celery only. And corn.
Question 8. What structure, built in 1851, destroyed by fire in 1936, was designed by Joseph Paxton?
Don't forget your answer starts with a C. So if you're a little bit unsure, maybe that's helped. It starts with a C.
Seems Claire's got the giggles there.
I think she's talking about the Scottish thing that we do. Seeing as she's the resident Scot.
Oh, I see.
Excuse
But
me.
we do? You mean you do?
Well, yeah, you can't. I preferred chips myself. Yeah, chips was a better answer, wasn't it? Oh, well. Yeah, I don't know why I came up with celery and not corn. I don't know. So what was designed by Joseph Paxton in 1851, eh? What? You seem higher than not. Oh, you're on a cushion, aren't you? I was going to say. Your ass isn't that big. Right, number 9. Inventor Flint Lockwood is the main character in which animated sci-fi movie?
Thank you, Nathan, on YouTube with
What up?
With your usual "What's up" quiz. Actually,
I like that. That's our little thing. Nathan always comes up and tags quiz actually on YouTube. Always enjoy that.
yes, very nice. Does help us on the algorithms as well.
Liking the video. I read apparently that liking videos on YouTube is the thing that's most important at the moment.
Yes.
So if you are watching on YouTube, you can give it a like. That'd be really helpful because apparently that's the thing that really catches the algorithm. Is likes. So you could do that. That'd be amazing.
Question number 10. Basically, we threw this question in because of the amazing young poet laureate at Biden's inauguration. What amazing mind that girl has got. So we've taken it to the UK. Who was the poet laureate? Stop it. Who was the poet laureate?
Stop it, eh? You're Dutch.
Let me read it out. Mm-hmm. Who was the poet laureate of the United Kingdom from May 2009 to May 2019?
Do they have a 10-year tenure? Is that what it normally is?
This particular one said that they were going to do 10 years maximum.
Fair enough.
But I think it's till they decide to drop out or are asked to drop out.
Oh, I see.
I think.
Slightly cropped that one. So,
What you doing?
making sure our felt balls is fully visible.
Allegedly.
Indeed. There we go.
And I have got the number correct this time. I've got
Allegedly.
the card with it on.
I'm just gonna. Ooh, blue water. Come on. There we go. Make things look professional here, you know, when we can.
He's just playing around.
I've got. You think I'm just playing around? For God's sake, man.
Oh, it's been so easy to wind up today.
Let's get us back to that. So we're gonna have our first of our intermission.
Our recaps.
A recap. Yeah, that was the word I meant. Don't know why I said intermission. It was weird. And I'll put that music back on as well. There we are. Put that up.
You can do your sock box while the recap is on.
Can I? Yes, Fran, we will be. Sorry, we did start without you, Joe. You didn't tell us you were going to be late, so we had to just improvise. Excuse me.
Indeed.
Yes. So yeah, my soapbox was not something I'm massively going to get into just because it's boring. But me and Matt are very fond of having sea bass when we're trying to have a light meal. That sounds really middle class, doesn't it? But whenever you don't feel like something totally heavy, you've not eaten, and we want something quick.
And it's fairly cheap as well.
Yeah, we normally have sea bass, pan fried sea bass, and it's usually quite nicely filleted, and the skin's always really nice, but the quality of it has just dropped considerably. As in, I had to scrape off the scales, and it wasn't even filleted properly. I don't yawn on your soapboxes. Your soapboxes are yours. Kathy Clark says curtains. What, these? There they are. Yeah. So yeah, it was the third world problems. It really was. It was a minor inconvenience, and it's really peed me off.
Kathy, it's not because it's farmed. It's basically because they're cutting corners on preparation. It wasn't really well filleted, as you said.
Normally, it's top quality, really nice. It wasn't bad tasting by any stretch, but it's just the fact that it wasn't what it normally is. You know, it's what it... Yeah. Didn't like it.
It tasted good, though.
Tasted fine. It's because of the expert cooking.
Well, I had it with cauliflower cheese, you had peas, and then we had spinach with it as well.
Kelly Jones says, thanks, that's gross. The few people that touch my food, the better. Indeed.
If we're just going off on one about the fact they hadn't descaled the fish.
Waitrose has gone right downhill.
No, it wasn't Waitrose, it was
Tesco's.
Tesco's.
Which is normally, that's why it's really good. We've only ever got it from Tesco. Anyway,
And it is for fish. It was quite cheap as well. It's quite a cheap meal, isn't it?
well, I think it's like £3.50 for one. You consider that haddock is like £5 for a fillet. Tesco. Yeah, normally it's fantastic, but it just wasn't this time.
Yeah.
If you do want to donate, it is down there. Thank you very much. Leah says, I'm glad you can say spinach correctly.
Leah, spin love.
Oh dear. Yes, so...
Oh, incidentally, we were asking you the other week to vote for Tom Lumley in that opportunity to be able to play through this Madrid mega concert. They got through the next round, and it is now down to the directors of the festival to choose from the ones that got through which ones they're going to use. So fingers crossed, it's looking good for them. So thanks to all of you who actually voted for them.
Kelly Jones, I don't know whether you're being sarcastic or sincere there. Have you guys ever thought about writing a novel? Your stories are riveting. Either way, that I don't know. A big hello to the Grace Air Friendship Group. Hello to you.
I'm just thinking we could write a novel about shipbuilding.
That'd be riveting, wouldn't it? I'm in Bertie's team. What do you think?
Commiserations.
Oh dear, you poor thing.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. So what are we all up to this weekend? What are you up to? We are finalising our tax bill. Unfortunately.
That being said, it's going to be quite easy to do because we've had a lot less work the last year or so. So
Yeah, that was the kick in the teeth from lockdown. We had 2 new pub quizzes that were going to come online in April that obviously got kicked into touch. We'd been working 6 months of getting those into place, and how that went.
Bev's doing a bit more painting. Fran's going to the lagoon. Crafty Craig is staying in. Probably wise. And Paul Marriott saying you need a book at bedtime. Maybe a cookbook from Mark, says Blarina. Jenna sang you wanted a nice piece of fish. That's all it is. Just wanted a nice piece of fish.
Have you spotted that, Alex?
It does, Leah. Oh my god. I don't know how to change it. If I'm being honest. Our Twitch stream says New Year special, but I don't know how to change it. Maybe it's that one. It is that one. There you go. Thanks, Leah, for reminding me.
So it's been like that ever since New Year?
Probably, yeah.
Can't get the stuff.
Yeah, those 11 people that watched since the New Year's Eve quiz are probably really confused.
Why is that like? Oh no, because it's like that. Right, okay. I'm getting confused now. Oh wait, is it time for us to do the answers?
Indeed. If you get snow, please send it my way, says Bev.
Apparently we're meant to be getting snow in Brighton.
Are we?
This weekend. I don't think it'd be much. It'll probably last all of 2 minutes.
Yeah, as they normally do.
Apart from that one year.
Claire's got snow still. Missed the beginning. I'm just going to watch Alex be mean to Mark then, says Kathleen. Plenty of that left, don't you worry.
Yeah, there was plenty of it as well.
Tax bills late, says Cliff. Yeah, bit under the wire. Our accountants do keep giving us pleasant reminders to get a wiggle on. Right, let's get on with that. So all of your answers started with the letter C.
See what you did there?
Good. So there you go. So first name begins with a C, surname may or may not, but you do need the full name to get the full 2 points. Whoops, easy to do, says Leah. Yeah, I forgot how to do it really, and then I was going to change it, and then I just forgot. Anyway, here we go. I'm talking to people just because you don't understand it. Number 1, the sitcom Frasier was a highly successful spin-off from which series? It was Cheers.
Cheers. Listen, alcoholic.
I'm lucky enough to get my first vaccination done on Monday, says Sam. Good stuff. Hope it goes well for you. Number 2.
What C is the distance a golf ball travels from the tee to the first bounce? It is the carry.
That's when it gets covered in blood. Carry.
Oh, very good, very good.
Speaking of Carrie, The Stand, which has just come out recently, is very, very good. The remake of The Stand is really good. Number 3, Hartford is the capital of Connecticut. Connecticut, number 3. Obviously Kathleen would have known that one.
Number pen.
Number 4. is your question.
The mountain range in the Highlands of Scotland is the Cairngorms. Was that an easy or a hard question? I thought it was tricky, but you said it was easy.
Number 5. Which element has the chemical symbol Ca? Good for your bones. It is calcium.
I've forgotten what I was going to write now.
Prattle. Absolute prattle.
Who, according to the conspiracy theorists, killed her husband and buried him under a septic tank? It was Carol Baskin from Tiger King.
Or effing Carol Baskin if you're Joe Exotic, who almost got a presidential pardon, which would have thought would be completely wild. Didn't happen though. Although he did pardon a bunch of rappers, which is odd.
Yes.
Probably high profile to make him look good. Number 4 was easy, says Sandra. They're only easy if you know them, someone once said, says Charlie. Was it Rachel? Did Rachel say that, Charlie? Number 7, Rihanna's chart-topping single "We Found Love" featured...
You're really bolshy tonight.
Calvin Harris. Calvin Harris for number 7.
And the structure destroyed in 1936 was the Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace for number 8. Number 9, Flint Lockwood is the main character in which sci-fi animated series? It is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs for number 9. Whoosh. You're not a child who enjoys cartoons, are you?
Unlike yourself. Who was the poet laureate?
Yes, I am.
Who was the poet laureate of the UK from those dates? It was Carol Ann Duffy. Carol Ann Duffy.
2 carols in one round.
Not many names begin with C females, is there?
I don't know. Pipe up. What's a good female name that starts with C? Let us know. We just want more engagement. Give us girls' names that start with C. Suzanne Haslam says she got 16. Kathy Clark got 18. Jesus Christ. That's loud.
I think before we go into round 2, we should put the felt balls on.
Okay. Alex is more bullshit. The more Alex is with Rachel, the more it takes her worth the effort that tall. Oh, waiting for 3 weeks to post anything. Yeah. 20 for Fleur and Alex team with Roy. Joe making me laugh. Donald. Good. Christine. That's a good one. Yes. New teammates were a good addition as we got 10 out of 10, says Zachary. Well done. Caroline says, a name beginning with C. 10 for Mary and Steve for the scaries. Well done. Right, okay, let's pop on our felt balls. There you are. Quiz actually has felt balls.
Oh, you didn't put the full intro on.
I didn't, no. I forgot.
And then there they
Claire.
are.
That's a good one. Claire's a good one, says Sam. Chloe. There we go. There's the balls. As always, to the left of your team name is that yellow column that says your guess. All you have to do is guess how many felt balls are in the jar. You don't have to play any other rounds if you want. Just put your team name and your guess on there. You are welcome to do so. We will count it. You have until the recap of round 4 to get your guess in. If it's not in there by the end of round 4 recap, it will not be counted.
So, Kathy, just put your number on the sheet, please. We can't read backwards on the live stream to work it out, unfortunately.
If you're not Crispy Julia, so if you're not one of those that wants to put your score on the score sheet, you can still put your team name and your felt ball guess. It will be counted. We will post it as well. Okay, so round number 2 is all about cars. Okay, all about cars. I love the design of this round. I made it very quickly, but I really like it. Okay.
I love the the recap that I played around with.
What do you want to do?
Well, it's my choice, isn't it?
Joe says 16 she got. Her partner in crime is waiting to be discharged from hospital.
I should do odds.
Odds. I'll do evens. Off you go then.
Question 1. What was the... You knew this question was going to come in. What was the name of David Hasselhoff's car in Knight Rider?
Is tonight's quiz sponsored by a load of C's? If your team keeps sending us money, then it might be. That's a joke, I'm sorry.
Oh, incidentally, speaking of Donald, and Bette Midler has done a wonderful parody song. Instead of Hello Dolly, it's Goodbye Donald. That's worth checking out on YouTube.
So that's why Hello Dolly was in my head. I had it in my head in the shower the other day. I was like, where have I got Hello Dolly from? It's because I saw that clip on Twitter.
Yeah.
Number 2. Ooh, this one's a tricky one, but you have time to do this one. Lewis Hamilton won the 2020 F1 Championship. Who came second and third? I think for this one, you just need a surname.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that. Just the surnames would be needed.
For 1 point each.
And 1 point each.
Speaking of Donald Duck. I thought you would have ducked with me.
No, your duck's weird.
Play the game.
Alex's duck is doing that.
That's still ducking. You're lower than before. That's a duck. You can duck off. Bit of predictive text there.
I've remembered now what I was going to write. It's for later.
Okay.
We just had a donation come in. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much. So again, Lewis Hamilton won 2020's F1 Championship. Who came second and third? You just need the surname for 1 point each.
Let's move that.
You can press that blue bar and it'll go to the bottom.
Does it? All right.
Yes. Moving on, number 3. This one is a car logo.
My question. This one is a car logo. Which car maker is that the logo of? I just noticed on my phone, the video on my phone for the quiz is really behind, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about 20 seconds.
I'd say it's almost a minute.
No, I'll do this. There you go.
$14 seconds.
There you go, I told you it wasn't that much. Number 4. Which hapless character famously drove a lime green Mini? So which hapless character famously drove a lime green Mini?
Thank you for the person who sent us. Have a great weekend, guys.
You too.
Thank you for your donation. Seriously, guys, without being funny about it, it really does make a difference. It literally is feeding us.
Yeah.
The rest of it is coming out of my savings, but it is actually feeding us. Thank you.
Yeah. So again, even if it's just the £1 or £2 you normally pay to enter a quiz, or if you want to pay us what you think the quiz is worth, then we do appreciate any and all donations you do send. If you are in the case that you can't donate for whatever reason, then sharing, liking, subscribing, retweeting and all that stuff really helps us as well. You two sent you a contribution. Blimey. Yeah, I think Bono's a little bit too tight with his cash.
Question number 5. In which decade did Britain introduce the compulsory driving test? So I only need the decade, and I'll give you a point for one either side as well.
Which decade did Britain introduce the compulsory driving test?
This is rather nice.
Good.
I think it's Tesco's own brand as well. Is it?
I did look, I couldn't see.
Angelo Torini. Torini. Figaro. Magnifico.
Filippo Bellio. Or Live Oil.
Oh, don't, that sticks in my head.
So again, for this one you can get points either side. 1 point for either side of the decade.
Should have done a bonus question for what make that car was in the background.
Oldsmobile.
Yeah, but what brand?
The car maker's Oldsmobile.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Oldsmobile was the actual company.
All right.
Number 6. We've got another car logo. This one's slightly trickier, I think. Which car maker is this? It was suggested by, I think it was either Alex or Ben Logan suggested the car logos, and I don't think they're here. If the Logans are here, let us know. This is partly inspired by you guys.
See that?
Well, as long as you can't hear it.
Where you go?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Are you blind?
Question number 7.
Excuse me.
In the Wacky Races, who drove the converter car?
The converter car.
Is that plink plink noise a bit loud for the microphone?
No. If you watch, it doesn't actually peak.
Okay.
I'm going to change that eventually because the background noise of the PCs is better there. I want to get a silence of that bit.
Okay.
Oldsmobile was a brand of American automobiles produced by its most of existence by General Motors, producing over 35 million vehicles. Thank you, head researcher Charlie Grant.
You mean the wiki search?
Yes. We can't copy and paste, there's not enough room. Question number 8. Which car maker brushes the cars with ionised emu feathers before they are painted to make sure they don't attract dust? Is it Jaguar or Rolls-Royce?
I found that question today. I thought it was quite weird.
If you didn't have a 50-50, it'd be impossible, I think.
Yeah.
So who uses ionised emu feathers? I wonder if they went through a bunch of other feathers before they bought emu. That's the one that works. Ostrich, not working.
Apparently, it's actually a sort of major known fact about them.
Is it?
If you're into your cars.
Or if you own either a Jaguar or Rolls Royce, you probably know that as well.
Yes.
If you own the other one, you don't know that because you don't own that car.
Yeah, but then you can work vice versa.
Exactly, yeah. But then you wouldn't know what you don't know, would you? You don't know what you don't know.
Just realised I didn't put the lottery on. Damn.
Not me neither. Are they still attached to the emu, says Paul? Can you imagine that? Just doing it all over your car.
This is fizzy, don't have me spitting it out.
Oh, I haven't got the logo coming up on a fade. Number 9.
Which car maker is that?
Slightly harder one. If you have any ideas, don't give them away in the chat, as always.
Yeah, no hints in the chat, please.
Should go without saying.
It is the trickiest one of the lot,
Yes.
the 3.
Jaguar and Rolls Royce, you two are always thinking about food. Jaguar rolls. Sacrilegious. Mopoke144 says, these are easy. We've got a motorhead in the chat, it seems. A gearhead.
That's fine. We've got more on Twitch tonight. Which is good.
More than one, who's probably Charlie. It's always good. Welcome to you guys.
And finally, question 10, Alex.
Number 10. Okay, you're going to get 1 point for the make and 1 point for the model. What make and model of car is used by the Trotter family in Only Fools and Horses? So 1 point for the make and 1 point for the model. And again, no hints, please. No answers in the chat. Otherwise, you will be silenced. I have the power. I have the button to ban you.
I think calling you Donald has literally gone to your head.
Okay.
We're currently loving all the memes, particularly on the Doctor Who sites of Bernie Saunders with his gloves, which apparently were recycled. It's all recycled stuff.
I mean, that would make sense for him. It was just the fact that someone said Bernie looks like he's got things to do today, and the inauguration's just one of them. Because he's like carrying a big envelope as well, wasn't he? He's like, he's off to it. It's like, I'm just going to pop by the inauguration, and I'm off to do some more tax filing. Which I really liked. Just like, he's got stuff to do today, and the inauguration's just one of them. Okay, so time for the recap. These are going to be separate. You'll see the questions, then the pictures, and then some more questions. They won't be slightly in order, but you'll see by the slide. Okie dokie. Mash it there. Do that there. Get that there. I have the power. Not anymore. Hashtag fake newsgate. We won real bigly. This quiz is huge. Full of very nice people. The greatest of people.
Make quizzing great again.
Yeah. Oh, the donut's in the way. You know what number 3 is. Oh, very nice. You framed the logo in the middle behind our heads. Very good.
Have you noticed that our heads are at the same level? That's because Alex is sat on about 6 cushions to make him the same height.
Actually, it's because you're stooping with your head like that.
No,
Funnily enough. Oh, yes, you
it's
are.
not. No, it's because you're...
I've got a picture. Shall I put it on the stream of you doing it?
No, we'll leave that out. We'll leave
Right
that
then.
out. We'll leave that picture out.
Let's leave it out then, shall we?
I was rather drunk in that picture.
Hair looked good, though.
Yeah.
Ugh, I complimented you. Ugh. Hashtag cushionGate versus hashtag stoopgate. I don't know who's driving the car. There's no steering wheel. Someone said there's no steering wheel, and we replied that is pretty much how quiz actually works. Driving with no wheel.
You off?
I am. Need to go to the little boy's room.
Well, you are a little boy.
Yep, I have a room all to myself.
It's basically a foot square. A foot square by 3 foot high. He's screaming. Shut up at me. Yeah, I had thought of doing cryptic, but then I decided let's have a break from the cryptics and just give you 2 other C rounds. No, Alex doesn't have a square foot, Charlie Grant. It is actually a club foot. He uses it playing golf. Crafty Craig is loving the car round. What other comments have we got coming in? I said you're very quiet tonight, to be honest. He's back. No, he isn't.
Turn the big light off.
Yes, he is. Your face is all red. What
Is
are you
it?
doing?
I don't know.
You've gone all red. He has to make a diversion behind the green screen.
I don't have a square foot.
No, I said you had a club foot. You use it for golf.
Oh, very good. What a dad joke that is. Prefer the car round. Loving it, says Crafty Craig.
Yeah, I said that.
Good.
And Sandra is enjoying this round too.
We should do more on cars then. We could do an entire round on car logos. We've done one before. We should do more pictures. We don't do enough pictures in this quiz.
Yes.
They're always really fun to make.
Yeah, the question 7 for the answer, we would normally put a picture of it up there. But for copyright reasons, we thought we'd better not.
Mary says, well, hope you wash your hands. I did. I have a very tiny bladder. I don't do very long wheeze. Roy says, powdering his
Too
nose.
much information.
Indeed.
That was quite gross.
I know. Charlie Grant says his club foot creates a great carry. An F1 round would be good, says Julie. Ooh.
Would that be a Carrie Grant?
Carry on, more like. What a bloody carry
Back
on.
from the toilet red face gate, see?
I don't know why.
They can see it.
Am I really?
Your face is really pretty red. Look at those cheeks.
I've always got red cheeks.
It looks like you put some rouge on them.
I've always got red cheeks. I always have.
You put some rouge on them.
Club, more food. You'll need a cushion for sitting on the fence gate, says Sue. People can... You can go off folk, as my grandma likes to say.
Yes. Thank you for another donation. Thank you very much.
That's very kind. Thank you very much. 1 more minute for this.
Yeah.
It's one of the few nights that we've not got something cooking in the oven, isn't it? We normally have something waiting for us when we finish, but we had our early dinner, the sea bass.
So D's. What do you want for D's? What round shall we do for D's next week? Fire away. This is the way we have that delay. We say this and then we have to wait for the delay.
Yeah. Although we don't on YouTube and Twitch. Just saying.
Samantha said dogs.
Dogs. Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Ooh. Disney.
Disney. Well, that could be good.
Although we have got an entire Disney quiz coming up soon. That's 2 votes for dogs. Doctors. Fictional.
Oh, doctors could be good.
I've made a fictional doctors round before. And it went down really well at some places and not at others. But we might give that a go. Fictional doctors. I'm going to write that down because I think that's what
I'm going to write them on the back here now. So we've had doctors,
Paul just replied to Fran, no!
Disney,
Dances, dogs, Danger Mouse. Drama programmes. Ducks. Dingbats. We haven't done a Dingbats in a long time. Detectives.
I think Dingbats was a shoe-in anyway.
Detectives?
Yeah.
And Charlie likes Anna's suggestion of Danger Mouse. Right, let's pop us back to our normal...
Crafty Craig, being in character, said drugs.
Acting more like Needles from Peep Show. Right.
What are you doing? You're all over the
I'm
place.
getting the roundup. Disasters, says Jackie. That's a really interesting idea. Disasters. That's a cool idea. I've never thought of that. Maybe it might be a bit too dark, but we'll see. Dog breeds.
Yeah, I'm just writing all these down.
Mary says, drink. We did booze.
We did booze
last
for
week.
B.
So yeah. Leave needles alone, says Bertie. Desserts. Ooh.
Or deserts.
Or deserts if you're dyslexic. Danish bacon, says Roy. You are now banned, sir. Right. Okay.
Oh dear.
On to your answers to this round, and it's going to be straight on to our round number 3. Okay.
Mm.
Did we get you out with a couple of these? Let's see how we did. Sam says, around on Donald Trump, I would rather eat. Disasters. Quiz Actually Week 23, 42, 50. Charlie Grant. That's
No,
what I mean.
it was 33 was the disaster.
And then, oh yeah, and then the Halloween one, whichever one that one was. Bev says, dodgy people.
What, the quizzes?
Oh, well. Okay, on you go then.
Okay, in Knight Rider it was, of course, Kit.
Number two, Booze doesn't start with a D, but it did when we run the B round, Mary. Number 2, Lewis Hamilton won the 2020 F1 Championship. Coming second and third was Valtteri Bottas and Max Verstappen. So again, as long as you've got Bottas and Verstappen, that's all you need for that one.
That was really put down, eh?
What?
When he said, but that was when we did B, Mary. It's really bullshit tonight, isn't it?
Only with Mary, though. So yeah, Bottas and Verstappen will get you the points there. 1 point each.
Well, I'm being drink free.
Oh, we froze a bit there. Number 3.
Number 3 it was, of course, Renault.
Renault. Number 4. Which hapless character famously drives a lime green Mini? It was, of course, Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean for number 4.
What is he now?
He's gone. Mr. Bean and gone.
In which decade did Britain introduce the compulsory driving test? It was the 1930s. It was actually 1935. You can have a point for a decade either side.
I would have thought it'd be later than that because people were just driving around willy-nilly, weren't they?
Mm.
You know. Okay, number 5. Number 6. Another one of our car logos. That'll be the Daewoo. Or the Daewoo, as they like to say on the advert. That'll be the Daewoo. So Daewoo for number 6. I personally wouldn't have thought of them as car makers. I think of them more as makers of washing machines. And
They went through a period where they became major car sellers, and then there was a bit of fraud or something going on at the company which made them almost go bankrupt.
like DeLorean, the DMC company, they almost went, well, they did go bankrupt because of basically they were smuggling drugs to Mexico in the boots of DeLoreans. Number 7.
In the wacky races, who drove the converter car? It was Professor Pat Pending.
Daewoo used to make ships, says Frank as well.
Yes, they did.
It's weird. I looked at, what kind of things companies do, and the weirdest one's got to be Bic. They make razors, washing machines, chicken containers, all the weirdest stuff. And Samsung, also really weird. They make bulldozers. You can get a Samsung bulldozer.
Well, when you think about it, the top leading brand of cars, Ferrari, no, Lamborghini rather, getting mixed up. Lamborghini started making tractors.
Obviously, Sony started making, they were a repair shop for radios. Number 8. The car maker that uses brushes made from emu feathers is Jaguar. Obviously, for most people, that would be just a 50-50 guess, I think, really. Bev says, Frank, you are a boffin. Your words, not mine. Number 9.
Number 9, this was the tricky logo.
Well done if you got this one. Bic makes pens too, they do. And razors. Where do they connect? Number 9 is British car maker McLaren.
Nestle make everything.
Did you know that I found out, this is the weirdest one. This is going to be really boring for majority of people. Do you know what the other than oil, the highest stock price of any company is? Lindt. People who make chocolate.
All right.
They have the second highest stock price in the world. How weird is that? And Bev saying she got 20, you don't know what's coming up yet. You don't know.
Yeah, did we catch you out on this one?
So what make and model of car is used by the Trotter family in Only Fools and Horses?
It is a Reliant, but it was the van, not the car. So it's the Reliant Regal.
The Robin is the car, the Regal is the van. So well done if you got that one.
Yeah. Let us know if we caught you out.
Yes, we would like to know. We always like to know if we caught you out. I put Daewoo for McLaren. Oh my god! What are the odds? Another thrilling story. You should help Mark and Alex. My dad used to have a blue one for a while. Belly button fur. What? Lint. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Lint as in Lindor. 14 for Scaries. Fiona got 12. Crafty Grey got 15. Suzanne got 9. Oh, sorry, Suzanne. I wrote Reliant Robin Estate Van Mark 2.
So you can have 1 point for that, though. Because it was actually the Regal.
15 with Regal, 17 and got caught out. Thank you for admitting it. 4 out of 20, 6 for round 1. Joe got 17, you,
You
buggers. Claire got 16. There you go, not so bad.
Yeah, we do like that
Oh,
question.
Frank's dad had a Reliant Regal. Yeah, cool. I bet he must have got the brunt of the jokes when he had that driving around. I think it might have been before Only Fools came out. I don't know.
Paul Marriott said not caught out. I can imagine the inland boaters going to the canal barge with Mrs. Boater just bunged into the back of the back of the van.
We still
I'm
got,
going to be in trouble for that, I think.
we knew it wasn't a Robin, but put a Rialto. Good
Yeah,
guess.
that's another one.
Good guess.
They did have a Rialto, I say.
Right, so we're on to round number 3 then. Begins with C. And round number 3 is... round number 3 is all to do with colours. All to do with colours. 14 thanks to Steve. I didn't have a clue, said Mary. Fair enough.
I'm going to do evens. Not that there's anything hard, but it's just you've got longer questions.
Fair enough. You got the question that I don't like, so there you go. Right.
Yes, the question 8 I think is easy. Alex said is really hard.
I'd never heard of it. Okay. So you said you're going to do odds, did you say?
I'm going to do evens.
Evens. I'll do odds then. 'Cause that's the only choice I have.
Because you're odd.
It's C kind of night, says Bev on Twitch. Booming cheek, they wouldn't dare, says Rini. No, I don't think they would.
I would. That's the best point of it. I
think they get a clip round the ear, wouldn't they? Right, number 1. What colour is...
that could be so funny.
Number
Can
1.
you imagine us sat in there?
Number 1. What colour is Thomas the Tank Engine? Nice, easy one to start you off with.
Actually, Paul, get one, put a roof rack on it, put a chair up on there, a comfy chair, and sit on the top and drive around.
Sure.
The image of it.
You can show her off like the Rini Mobile.
I'm making myself cough now. Paul's loving it.
Right, moving on. Are you sure there's no booze in that? God's sake.
That's no, there's no booze in it. It's no Prosecco.
You said it right this time.
Yes, well, I was reading it off the label.
Oh, okay.
Question 2. What colour are post boxes in Spain? Are they green or are they yellow? If we have our Malaga people in, that should be a help to them.
You are in trouble, Mark, says Irene.
I'm always in trouble with Rini. Oh dear.
I don't think I've ever seen a Spanish postbox, so I wouldn't know.
Have you been to Spain?
I haven't been to Spain.
Well, there you go.
You're very unlikely to see a Spanish postbox, isn't it?
What I noticed about Spain was when I went to
There's no rain on the plane.
Yeah, Barcelona. At every junction, because it's done in a grids.
Yeah, Barcelona's very strange like that.
Yeah, it's done very grid. But at every crossroads, on the corner, there's at least one pharmacy. I have never been to a place where there's been so many pharmacies in the world. Sometimes they have them at opposite corners, but it's literally every single
If you
one.
do look at an aerial photograph of Barcelona, it is very, very satisfying to see because everything's
Square.
squared off and now everything's diagonal. It looks fantastic.
Yes.
Number 3, what colour is SpongeBob SquarePants' best friend, Patrick? I love the fact that when I put this question in, it auto-corrected SpongeBob with capital B's in it.
Yeah?
Yeah, Word did that. It's quite funny. He put the actual capital letters in itself.
Julie, send me a picture. It needs to be side on, and we'll make it for next week. I'm going to be so in trouble.
Yeah, should be throwing stuff in our garden, not bringing over wine anymore. Kathleen says, I've been to Spain, and yes, there is a lot of pharmacias. All right, Eliza, the rain in Spain stays where now? Says Joe.
What was that accent? That was like a weird...
Do you really want to start talking about accents, Mr. Irish Pakistani? Number 4.
Oh dear. Okay, you know about the primary colours, but what are the 3 secondary colours?
Ooh. Are they 1 point for each?
No, you can have 1 point for 2 and 2 points for 3.
Right then.
Yes.
That's you told.
Indeed. Oh, we found a new programme to watch. It's brilliant. It's a French dubbed one on Netflix, and it is called
Lupin.
Lupin. It's a cross, I suppose, between Sherlock Holmes, the current series, the new series, and Raffles, the gentleman burglar.
I would say also a bit of Ocean's 11 thrown in.
Yes. It's really good.
Kathleen put 4, 5, 6. Their numbers. Bless, it's part of homeschooling this week. That ties in well, doesn't it? We're nothing if not entertainment and quizzing for the kids. So the 3 secondary colours, 2 points for all 3, 1 point for 2. Half point for 1 or no?
Go on then.
Half point for 1. Not that anyone should get 1 out of this one, I don't think. Number 5. What was Coldplay's first top 10 UK hit? I've binge watched Lupin. It's brilliant, says Julie.
We've done 3. 3, is it?
We'll double check.
I think we've done 3. It's really good.
We are on... No, we've only watched 2.
We've only watched 2.
Did you watch Designated Survivor? I watched the first couple of them. I wasn't overly into it. I couldn't stop seeing him as Jack Bauer. But kind of annoying. Kelly John says awful. What's awful? Please elaborate. You're talking about Coldplay, Lupin, our dress sense. What's going on?
Yes.
What in the...
What's happened there? We've got an error coming in.
You've only put 5 questions in it.
We'll have to go and find them.
What the hell have you done, sir?
I don't know.
What the... Do you know what the worst part is? At the beginning of the quiz I said I haven't checked it through and I went, it'll be alright.
Go to the original in blocks.
Yeah, I don't know how you've done that. How do we get 5 out of it? Oh dear.
Go to 5.
Yeah. How bizarre.
Gremlins in the works.
How very bizarre. There we go. Should always check, says Beck. We should really, I know.
Kelly said Coldplay was awful.
That's fair.
Coldplay basically bring out lots of emotions on people. It's very Marmite. They either love it or hate it.
Number 6. What sort of room would you expect to meet stage actors and actresses, producers and critics? That's number 6. Sorry, I hijacked your question then. I'm trying to get on with it. Survivor, very good. Stick with it. It'll be on my list then.
What's the other thing that we said we were looking at? Something with 8 on the end.
Sense8.
Sense8,
I've
yes.
seen them all. It's your thing, you see.
Yeah.
Oh, The Expanse. I want to get Mark into The Expanse. Anyone seen The Expanse?
Have you watched it?
I watched the first series, but I watched it like 3 years ago, so I don't really remember it. I've also read the first book, which I really liked. It's very adult sci-fi. Designated Survivor was dreadful. Couldn't get past episode 2. Kiefer Sutherland was unbelievable and the script was shocking, says Joe. That's you told, guys. Andrea Sanctor's back. Hello.
Okay, we've got a fight now going on between the Sangsters. We should have the Sangsters at the same quiz as the Angry Birds. That could be fun to watch.
Do you want to do this one and do that one, or shall I do that one and you
No, you do this and I'll go back to
Okay.
evens.
Number 7 is a multiple choice. Number 7, King Richard II used which wild creature as his personal badge? Is it a red lion, a white hart, or a black bear? There you go. So King Richard II used which wild creature as his personal badge? Was it a red lion, a white hart, or a black bear?
I'm in the penultimate season of Once Upon a Time.
Night Watchman was fantastic, mate.
And I've only got 3 to go.
I haven't seen The Serpent. I want to see that as well because I'm a big fan of what's her face. Obviously not that big of a fan. Clara. What's her name?
Jenna Coleman.
Jenna Coleman. Yeah, she's very good. Been watching The Great. Oh, I meant The Gate. Very good.
We watched, as part of our research, the Blink episode this week from Doctor Who. And Kerry's just absolutely amazing in it. You just see how good of an actress she is.
Black Mirror is fantastic. Yeah, watch that on Netflix if you can. The
Yep.
first few series are better than the ones they did exclusively for Netflix, I think. But there you go. That's just my thing. I want them to rescreen Firefly. They need to remake Firefly.
Apparently they are.
They are?
Yeah, they're bringing it back.
I prefer the edit of the original cast, but, that would be impossible now, since one of them's dead.
That's nice of you, isn't it? Question 8. Right, let me know if you think this is easy or hard. You don't have to say anything other than easy or hard. No other clues, please. Because I reckon this is easy. He reckons it's hard.
I'd never heard of it.
What is the name of the Scottish village made famous by runaway marriages?
Claire Lennon, you're obviously going to say it's easy because you obviously live in Scotland, so you would know, but anybody else? Ozark is very good, yes. I watched the first series with my mum and stepdad and my girlfriend, and now we can't watch the rest of the second series because we have to watch it together. Easy, says Caroline. Easy. Very easy, says Bev. Bertie says easy. Well, whatever then.
Is that it? No, you can't put that in. It's too hard. It's too hard.
I didn't say you couldn't put it in, I just said I didn't know it. I didn't say it was too hard.
I said it was easy.
Claire's visited there.
For a marriage? They're all saying easy.
Fair enough. But you know what you know and you don't know what you don't. I'd never heard of it. Sarah said easy. You've heard of it? Wow. Thanks for backing me up, love. Thank you. Don't tell anybody, but myself and Julia are on our way there now to test our eyes. No, but my aunt got married there, says Claire.
Ooh.
Oh.
Question number 9, Alex.
Number 9. What colour... Flaggate.
Had to be in there, didn't it?
Number 9. What colour is the flag on the cross of Finland? Richard says number 8 was easy. Fair enough. You know what you know, and you don't know what you don't. Mm-hmm.
And finally, question number 10. What specific named colour of green did Robin Hood and his merry men wear?
All right, just to settle my internal bet, did you think that number 3 was easy or hard? No other clues? So what colour was SpongeBob SquarePants' best friend? Was it easy or hard? Mark said it was very hard. He would have no idea. Let me know. Number 3, what the colour one? It was easy or hard? Given that there are only 5 colours, this round was always going to be easy, says Bertie. Oh dear.
As you can see from that little wheel, there is more than 5 colours.
Charlie Grant says easy. Suzanne says easy. Crafty Craig says easy.
Oh, you're a little child, aren't you?
I live through spite. I didn't know so hard, but Paul did, says Julie. Now that's surprising. Joan says hard, but okay, Joan's not a fan of TV and film now, so we'll let you off on that one.
Make excuses for
For
that.
Joan, I will. Joan always says when she doesn't enjoy a round, and I'm perfectly fine with that. There's some fake colours, says Bertie.
Quite like that comment.
Okay.
Sarah said hard.
Come on. Don't be
Thank
silly.
you, Sarah.
There's no way you didn't know that. Come on. Rubbish.
Right, you need to come out of that.
I know. Sue guessed 3. Well, there you go.
So she didn't know. She could still be wrong.
There is always that. Number 3 was intermediate. How very pragmatic, Joe. Thank you very much.
That's actually a very John comment.
Yeah, how very democratic of you.
I promise you, this is alcohol free.
They're totally the best colours, yeah. Those colours are very bigly. They're the best colours.
Orange.
Nobody else. There may be other colours, there may not be. So there you go, there's the PayPal if you would like to donate. A couple of pounds is really helpful to us as well.
Yeah, have a quick nosy at it.
And as always, if you can't donate, don't feel obliged that you have to. Sharing, tweeting, following, subscribing, liking is really good. Scottish one easy. My daughter got married there, says Carol. Ooh.
Ooh. Did she run away? Or was it planned?
Thank you to the person that wrote payday yesterday with a smile and sent us a donation. Thank you very much. Robin Hood is a myth, so technically the answer could be anything, right? Says Bertie. Yeah, you put whatever you feel, Bertie, because it's fictional. Everybody else, use your head.
Yeah, so far we've had 10 donations. Thank you to you, 10.
Thank you very much. It was planned, says Carol. Phew. So we're going to be doing on to, as always, it's our tradition now to do round number 4 is the pick your score round.
And you have got... you've got...
Sue's comment. I love it. My washing machine always reminds me to watch the quiz because it has a button that says spin. Thank you, love.
Right, we're going to have a quick look now at your guesses for the felt balls. You have got 30 seconds to make sure you put your in. Jamie's Giants, we need to put yours in. Max...
I thought it was around the recap for round 4 we do it.
Of course, we're doing refund. I'm ahead of myself, sorry.
You've got about 8 or 9 minutes.
There's only about 3 or 4 teams in there. Just for fun. Fire-breathing rubber ducks. Portrait of a cock at midnight. Jamie's Giants. That's it.
Gangsters.
And Gangsters.
Go with Charity Hazel because he was nuts and he gave money away for tax reasons. Dear me. I found out the other day, you know the Griffiths Observatory in Los Angeles, you know the really famous one?
But I'll go with it. Yes.
It was donated by a rich benefactor.
Right, okay.
And it was the Griffith Observatory. But I found out his real name is actually Griffith Griffiths.
Yeah?
Yeah. Which made me laugh. Not doing the felt balls this week because it's not going to be 269 or 369. Fair enough. Very mature way of going about it.
When, in my hometown, when I was sort of in my teens, early 20s, the guy who had the carpet shop on the high street, his actual real name was Walter Wall.
Oh dear.
There was a Walter Wall carpet shop on the high street of my hometown.
That's like that one that guy was on the news. It was for a robbery and he was called, it was a policeman being interviewed and it was DCI Rob Banks. Good to hear, Fran. So yeah, we're still waiting on Jamie's Giants. Max are us, just for fun, and the Gangsters to get your felt ball guess in. You've got until the recap for round 4. Right, with that being said, let's move on with your answers.
The answers. Dun, dun, dun.
The answers. That one.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. The guy who sold us a spade last week was called Doug. Get out of town.
Yeah, you're just making it up. Mine was true.
So when my mum told me that joke when I was a lot younger, she said, what do you call a man with a spade? And he said, I went, Doug. And she went, no, an idiot.
Just before you go into that, another one on names. When I worked for the council in the benefits department, was processing a claim for a little old lady called Emma, who had the unfortunate happening to fall in love with Mr. Royds. So she went through all her married life as Emma Royds.
Yeah, one of my stepdad's friends is called Wayne Anchors, and he's a journalist. Whenever he publishes a story, it's by W. Anchors. And it sounds like I'm making it up, but I'm really not. There's a wall-to-wall carpet shop in Lansing. The wall-to-wall was in Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. Brighton is full of people called Cliff. Seagulls on all our heads. Very good. Okay. Let's get into it. I went to a school with someone called Chris Moss. Very good. That's great. I used to go to school with a girl called Rose Hedge.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
Yeah. Obviously, we pronounced it as Rose Edge. But yeah, she was Rose Hedge. It was weird though, because her sister was called Charity. It had nothing to do with her other name. You'd have thought her mum would have a theme, but no, she was called Charity. Right. So what colour is Thomas the Tank Engine? Thomas the Tank Engine is, of course, blue.
Blue.
Blue. Someone got to school called Chris Moss. That's fantastic. There was like that, people who got married just before lockdown happened. It was like, I think it was called James White and she was Emma Christmas. And they renamed themselves as White Christmas as a surname, which I thought was really nice. I went to school with someone called Wayne Kerr. I don't think you did, Bertie. See, this is the boy who cried wolf. We don't believe you anymore.
The post boxes in Spain are yellow.
Yellow. Number 3. The colour of SpongeBob SquarePants' best friend is pink. Seriously?
I haven't touched it.
Honestly.
Honestly, I haven't touched it. Alexa, shut up.
I can't, it's not on. That's the point, I turned the mic off.
What do I do? Just
Press the button. I swear on my life earlier, I checked there was no alarms. I said cancel all alarms and it said you have no alarms set.
It's not me.
So yeah, pink, that's so weird. Ugh. I wish we were making that up for fun, but I honestly did double check that there was no alarms before the quiz started.
Well, my phone's now stopped.
I don't know.
And that has started. We had the wolf on Halloween.
That's so weird. I went to school with a girl named Isabella Bird. When she said her full name, people just say no. Isabella Bird. Very good. It could be Sarah. I can't believe we guessed pink. Hidden alarm, says Beth. That could be around for the H week, couldn't it? Anyway, the secondary colours.
Secondary colours. Well, the first primary colours are red, yellow and blue. And the ones in between each of those are purple, green and orange.
Again, 2 points for all three, 1 point for two, and half a point for one.
Is it... Right, I've mentioned this before, but is this me that is just being weird on this?
Probably.
Right. Purple, you can see how it can be blue and red because you can see the elements of it. You can see orange is like yellow and red, but green looks nothing like blue or yellow. Or is that just me being weird? Green doesn't look like anything like the two colours it's meant to come from. Whereas the other two do have hints of each colour. Moving on.
Yes, just you, says Kelly. I think we
Kelly.
were going to know that was going to happen. But he says, as he's a starfish, it was either going to be pink or brown. That's disgusting. Number 5. What was Coldplay's first top 10 UK hit? It was, of course, Yellow, due to the jaundice. Ah. I'll get Ellie to send you her homeschooling work, says Claire. Oh, yeah, I think there's a yeah. Touch just you, says Julia. I don't know. Maybe you've not thought about it enough, people.
It doesn't look...
Turquoise, greeny, blue.
Yeah, but it's blue and yellow.
Okay, so the sort of room we'd expect to meet actors and actresses, producers and critics is a green room. Red, green, blue equals primary. Yellow, magenta, cyan is secondary. Light as in computer screens, ECC.
Frank is being pedantic and meaning light colours rather than secondary light colours rather than secondary. I don't think they call secondary colours in light though.
Anyway,
moving on. Question 7.
Jackie Cartwright said colourblind, so nothing matters. Number 7. King Richard II used which wild creature as his personal badge?
It is the White Hart.
The White Hart. Frank says they are. 1 second. Then. So we've got secondary colours. These are colour combinations created by the equal mixture of two primary colours, and they are purple, orange and green, according to YouTube. According to Facebook. According to the internet. Jesus Christ. Get your words out, son. There we go. So that was the definition we were going for. If there's a particular reason, do let us know, Frank, if we've got it wrong somehow. Do let us know.
Question number 8. The Scottish village... The Scottish village, made famous by runaway marriages that Alex thought was really hard, is Gretna Green.
Not a clue. Number 9. The colour of the cross of the flag of Finland, it is blue. Blue! Jesus, okay.
That's how you did it.
Not like that. Blue! You're going to break the speakers.
And the specific colour of green that Robin Hood and his merry men wore was Lincoln green. Did you know that?
Probably in the back of my head I knew that. I don't know.
Should have saved that for Monday.
Why?
Oh, I shouldn't say, should I? So now we're doing on Monday.
Ah, we should probably advertise it.
Yes. Guess what's coming back on Monday?
Secondary colours are orange, green and violet, says Joe. No.
Oh, there's a bit...
The secondary colour is made by the mixing of two primary colours in a given colour space. That doesn't include lights. RGB colours, yes, are yellow, magenta and cyan. But they're not RGB colours, we didn't state that. That's in light. 18 didn't get the last one, said Sarah. 10 for Bertie. 18 for Suzanne. Do we get a point for Green for 20?
No.
12.5 for Fran. 14 for Kathy. Crafty Craig got 16. 20 again for Roy. He's on a roll tonight. Fiona got 14 and Paul got 20. Violet is purple. No.
It's not called violet. Is a separate shade. It's called purple.
You can mix all three and still get green.
It's not Sherwood Green, unfortunately.
No, you would think so.
It's actually Lincoln Green is the actual particular colour. Right. What am I going to do? Oh, I've got two sets of answers.
Well, it's time for you to do the explanation anyway.
Yes. So let's get on to the explanation of the photo.
Violet is purple, says Joe. Not in the colour space we're talking about. Primary colours, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Look at that. Anyway, right. Let's move that on. And I always forget that comes up, even though I made it. I always forget. Right, so Mark's going to now give you a brief introduction of how this works, so make sure you do listen up if you haven't played before.
That's why I said specifically on the colour for Robin Hood. So with this round, you're going to decide, having heard the question, how many points you want for that question. It could be 0, 1 or 2 that you go for. If you get it right, that's how many points you'll get. However, if you get it wrong, that's how many points you'll lose. So if you know you've definitely got it right, then give yourselves, say you're going to go for 2 points, that way you get the full maximum points. If you don't know the answer, or you've got absolutely no clue, put a 0 against it, you don't lose any points that way. But if you're unsure, or we've given you a multiple choice question, it's up to you how safe or how much you gamble. 0, 1 or 2. If the answer is a person's name, you must give us the full name. There are no half points in this round, unless of course it's someone who's known by a single name. Are we all okay on how that works? So decide how many points you want having heard the question. So you don't have to do it beforehand. You hear the question first and then you decide. It's actually called Lincoln Green. You on your water?
Something like that. Okay.
I've just realised I actually drink Prosecco slower as well.
But it says violet's a shade of purple. Exactly. So is indigo. It's a mix of blue and purple. It's not actually a colour.
So is maroon.
Yes. Basically, indigo was made up because at the time they believed in having an even number of things. If it was odd, it wasn't religious.
Oh.
So indigo was just made up to fit in with the religious theme of having an even number of colours.
Oh.
Right, what do you want to do?
I'll do odds.
Have you done 3 different answers for the round?
I have no idea.
Right, you're going to do odds?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Question number 1. What O is the Australian name for the wilderness? And then how many points do you want for that question? 0, 1 or 2? Get it right, that's the points you give yourselves. Get it wrong, that's the points you take away. So this round is potentially worth 20 points, but it's also potentially worth minus 20 points. It's a bit weird.
Number 2. What is 0.07 multiplied by 0.3? This is a question specifically for Jenna. She likes maths.
I was surprised you put this in because you hate maths.
I do hate maths, yes. Jenna wants an entire maths round. I'm not going to do that. That'd be so boring for me to make as well. I would hate to do that.
Well, you'd get the answers wrong.
Yeah, then the answers would be wrong and I wouldn't know why they're wrong. If you did a round on spelling, I'd do really well and you do really bad, so you know. Oh, just got another donation, I think. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Lovely.
Someone who put thanks guys, and another one about living in Lancing and then moving to somewhere which I can't read at the moment. Thank you very much.
It's much appreciated. By the way, we do read all the nice notes you leave us as well, especially when it's loads of emoji pictures of bacon. That's always quite fun.
Yes.
So if you do donate, you want to leave a note, we do read them all. Thank you very much. Yay, a maths and James Bond question. Zero. Very good. 007. I like it, Charlie. Very good.
Question number 3. What is the first name of President Joe Biden's wife, the First Lady? We thought this was a good question to put it in now. It's sort of known. In 6 months' time, it'll be incredibly well known, but for now,
I think she might be maybe the first or second doctor to ever be a First Lady.
right.
I think Michelle Obama had a PhD, so she was a doctor.
in law.
Yeah. I didn't know as well. There was actually a vice president who was the highest, I think it was in the early 20s, he was the highest ranking Native American to ever hold office.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was a vice president, he was Native American, which was really interesting to know. And you think it's mostly predominantly just white people, with that one little bit of the Native Indian in there.
My bit of trivia with Native Americans is until it became predominantly white over there, they actually had 4 genders.
Yeah.
Instead of 2 genders, they actually had 4 genders for people.
Number 4 is a multiple choice. Number 4, was the previous Pope, Pope Benedict, the 14th, the 16th, or the 18th?
And how sure are you of your answer? How many points are you going to gamble on that question?
Good name for a cat, that.
And question 5.
This is going to end at 5 again, like last round.
What name did pirates give to the black flags showing skull and crossbones?
Charles Curtis, that was the name. Thank you very much, Charlie. First Native American and the first biracial person to hold the office of Vice President. Well, now Kamala Harris is the second, because she's half Indian, half South Asian. I can't remember. She's from somewhere in South Asia. I know her mum was Indian. I think Charles Curtis was part of the Saw Nation of Native Americans.
Question number 6.
Number 6. Who did Danny Dyer accuse of having his trotters up in Nice after ranting about him on Good Evening Britain? So who did Danny Dyer accuse of having his trotters up in Nice after ranting about him on Good Evening Britain? Coronation, not Saw Nation, I'm so sorry. Kansas Territory, yes. I knew it was a 3-letter word, I don't remember if it was Saw or Core. How daft. The fact that I knew it, I'm proud of that.
Weird, again, talking about on the Indian Nation thing, she found out afterwards, but Toya Wilcox, Toya, which she knew she was named after a tribe from America, but the tribe is actually used to live in the lee of the Wilcox Mountain.
Oh. Claire says, what does that mean? Who was Danny Dyer describing? Who did Danny Dyer say was having his trotters up in Nice? Who was he describing? Roy says, question number 5, a Cornish question at last. I doff my cap to you, Roy. That's all for you.
Question number 7. True or false? Is this true, or am I completely making it up again? New York City was once the capital of the USA. Is it true, or am I making it up?
Oh, I see. You give me that one to say, did you? You didn't want to say it.
Might have done.
Okay.
Might have done.
All right. Yeah, I think I got this. I think. Famous last words. All right, moving on. Question
You put it in the database, and I wasn't going to read this one out.
Fair enough. I think it's putting his feet up. essentially what having his trotters up means. Anyway, number 8. Muffaletta, Baros Luko, Vida Pav, Dagwood and Shawarma are all examples of what? So Muffaletta, Baros Luko, Vida Pav, Dagwood and Shawarma are all examples of what? Be specific on this one.
You want to say specific word?
Yes.
This music's a bit...
I don't care.
Especially when there's so much good new stuff coming out at the moment.
Well, in a perfect world, we wouldn't have to do this, but we can't.
I know.
So what's the use in complaining?
Because it makes me feel better.
Yeah. If your grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike.
I should tell her that.
I said your grandma, she's not here anymore, it's fine.
Alright. Question number 9. What is the term for a group of partridges? Is it a brace or a covey?
Johnny Man says nicknames you haven't given yourselves yet. Yep, that's what they are, correct. I think on Monday you could be Muffaletta and I'll be a Vida Pav. I don't know.
So what is the term for a group of partridges? A brace or a covey?
Bunch of Allens, in it.
Alan?
Oh! One of my favourite Alan Partridge quotes has got to be the one where he says, what's your favourite Beatles album? And he goes, it's going to have to be the best of the Beatles. Then he goes on to Wings and says, Wings, the band the Beatles could have been. Ah, dear. And finally, number 10. What was it that people were noting at 9:21 p.m. last night?
No comments in the chat, please, on this one.
A very timely question, otherwise it wouldn't be relevant tomorrow, would it? So what was it that people were noting at 9:21 p.m. last night? Mm-hmm. So again, you've got this is the last minute or so to get your money pot, get your felt ball guesses in if you haven't already. We're still waiting for Tommy and Just for Fun. So if you, again, just put your felt ball guess in. You've got about a minute or so to do that. Make sure you do, please. That's Tommy plus 4 and Just for Fun. Please put your felt ball guess in now, otherwise it won't be counted.
Okay, so let's go to the recap.
Okie doke. Papa's there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Right, there we are. Liverpool lost at home. Massively weird. Right.
I think that's all down to the guy who was on I'm a Celeb, the Radio 1 DJ.
DJ!
Can't think of his name now. Jordan something.
Jordan Peele.
I'm sure someone will tell me who.
Jordan
I've
Spieth.
got his surname already.
Jordan the
Raise
River.
a glass of wine. It's not wine, but it's Nespresso. Yeah. Clearly, Burnley is the happy place, not Liverpool. Tommy's now put his score in. We're just waiting for Just for Fun.
You've got 30 seconds just for fun. Get your score, your felt ball guess in as soon as you can, please. Just for fun. Do it now, please.
Thank you, Julie. Jordan North.
Jordan North, there you go. Unless you're just pointing to which way the magnet goes.
No, it was not. I remember that.
Question 1 and 2 are the same.
Are they? Oops, it's the multiplication question. You have to change it that way. Question mark.
Does it really matter at this point?
No. Thank you. So we got that one wrong.
Sunday, bloody Sunday. Yeah. Ah, dear. Right. Right, just for fun, I'm afraid your thing won't be counted unless you get it in before I get all these things in order.
Brutal.
You said it last week.
Right, let's have a look where we are. Are we on time? Are we early?
25 past. We're a little bit late.
Okay, so we'll start I won't let you get in order first.
Okay, that's it. Sorry, just for fun, I can't count your guess now.
No, there's no header.
There we are.
Well, you didn't. You had a header on it. Do it again.
No, I didn't have a head on it.
Yeah, it was clicked for header.
Oh. It's been
There
set,
you go.
It must have been set by default.
It's got it sorted now.
What is the actual number?
Okay, so we're gonna start at the bottom. I think tonight. I think we've got time.
Okay. So while that's going, Sophie said she can't get on the score sheet. Do you want to tell me what your guess is very quickly, Sophie? I'm going to put you just Bobby's bits at the moment, if you want to tell me in a second. Tell me quickly. Everybody please, panic. So Team Bobby, let me know your felt ball guess.
Very quickly.
Very quickly.
There you go.
314. Thank you. Well, that worked. Good. Thank you very much. Right.
Okay, well let's do it. While that's flipping around, let's do them then.
Right. Just so I can see it, otherwise I'll read past it. There we go. All right. 314 for Bobby's bits.
Under.
Universally Challenged and Charlie in the Lockdown Factory 326.
Under.
Jamie's Giants 329.
Under.
Fran and her first vaccine and Noski's servants have 330.
Under.
One more for Kerno 331.
Under.
Bez Brainiacs 332.
Under.
333 for Mickey's Musketeers and the Quizman and her.
Under.
Half of the devil. 337 for Wombles of Wokingham.
Under.
Neighbours, a nice even 340.
Over.
Oh. So they're over. So that means 3, 2, 2, 1. Wonderful. Yes, that's right, isn't it? Yes. Yep. So there we go. I'll do it a little bit more. Move that back. Keep going. There you go. So Wombles of Wokingham with 337, you get 3 bonus points. Mickey's Musketeers and the Quizman and her, as you were tied, you both get 2 bonus points. And Bez Brainiacs gets 1 bonus point. So there you go. Well done to you.
So there you go.
There you are.
All right, time for the answers. We're slightly behind.
Right, so there we go. We'll just quickly pop that back to there.
I shall have a quick nosy at the latest on paper while you're doing that.
Bev says, "Yeah, we got a point."
No new ones.
Thank you all the same to those who did. There we go. Right. Get that there. Get rid of that.
On to those answers.
Answers. It looked much fuller. Well, don't forget there are various sizes in there as well. Some have big balls, some have small balls.
I deliberately put just the big balls in today.
Right. Sure. Question.
Question 1. The Australian wilderness is the outback.
The outback for number 1.
Remember, if you get it right, you give yourselves the points you went for. If you get it wrong, you take away those points.
Number 2. What is 0.07 multiplied by 0.3? Be careful of those decimal places. It is 0.021. Number 3. The first name... Sorry.
Joe Biden's missus is called...
Joe Biden's missus.
Jill.
Jill and Joe. I also find it funny.
It should be called Jack.
It's funny when someone was saying how Joe Biden is called Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. Just sort of taking the mick. He's like, he's the oldest president there's ever been, and he's still a junior. It's just quite funny. The first missus.
First missus.
It's weird. Now they've got a second gentleman.
Yes.
Which is a brand new thing. I look forward to hearing more gentlemen in politics. The previous Pope, Pope Benedict, was he the 14th, the 16th, or the 18th? He was the 16th. Bang in the middle.
Well done if you got that one. That is a tricky one.
I'd have no idea myself. Number 5.
Number 5. The name pirates gave to the Black Flags was the Jolly Roger.
A Kerno special. Number 6. Danny Dyer accused of having his trotters up in Nice after ranting about him on Good Evening Britain and calling him a twat twice. It was David Cameron.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
Well, that's what he is.
True or false? New York City was once the capital of the USA. It's actually true. 1789. It was only for a short period of time. But yes, it was.
I know that at one point, capital of Brazil was Lisbon. Or Madrid, something like that.
No, it's the other way around. And the capital of Portugal was in Brazil.
Was it?
When they fled.
He is, says Julia. Damn right. Muffaletta, Barros Luco, Venapav and Dagwood, as well as shawarma, are all examples of sandwiches. You just put food, unfortunately you get nothing. I did say be specific. They are sandwiches.
And we did say we was looking for a single word. What is the term for a group of partridges? It is actually a covey. A brace, which is normally associated with partridges, just means there's two of us. Two of them.
Couple of partridges, me and you. Just a couple of partridges.
Yeah, so when they're talking of a brace of partridges, it just means specifically there are two of them.
So what was it that people were noting at 9:21 p.m. last night?
I love this one.
It was the 21st minute of the 21st hour of the 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. New York City was the capital of the United States from 1785 to 1790. Oh, we put 1789, we were in the ballpark. Street food.
No.
They technically all are street food.
Are they? Then you have to give it then, aren't you? It was your question.
No, yeah, they are more. Yeah, okay. I'll accept street food because, especially the Barros Luco, it's a steak and cheese sandwich you get from vending carts. So I will accept street food. I'll give you 1 point for 1789, says Charlie. Thank you. We'll give ourselves 1 point. Okay, so how did you do on that one? We got 14 for Claire, 16 for Kathy.
Did you know question 10? I know it appeared a bit on social media.
Ooh, we got some fairly low scores. Such a shame. Sorry to hear that, guys.
I think people gambled and got it wrong.
We should have got New York one. We watched Hamilton enough. Only got 9, said Zachary. Technically 22nd. Well, yeah. But it's not as fun if you say that, is it, Liv? Do we have to write all hat for 10 or we could just say blackjack? Well, as long as you got the general gist that it was 21, 21, 21, 21. 17 for us for Flo and Alec, 10. Sarah got 18. Kathy Clark said yes, raise a glass of wine. Why the heck not?
Can't see those ones. If you can let me see the YouTube comments.
There we go, we've got comments for
It's about the St. Jordan North.
Gax did terribly in the balls, but 20. Well done. Paul Marriott got 18.
I think that's too much to say about.
Jackie said we were rubbish tonight. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry we couldn't live up to your expectations. Sometimes we are rubbish. We'll admit.
So, Paul, if you do want to send me a picture, side on.
Okay. Yes, that's us. We are quiz actually. Right, I'll put it back there. Right.
Time for the scurries.
We have got 2 minutes till we get those score in order. 2 minutes to get your scores on that score sheet, and I will sort them in order.
Let's move that out of the way.
Can you put our scores in 10, 13, 18 and 18, said Sarah. Yes, I can.
Are you wanting any food?
Very good, thank you, Charlie. I assume that's Charlie. Let's put the quiz actually in Brian got 1 point.
Yes.
Thank you.
You want any food? I'm going to have that pie I've got in the fridge.
I'm not really hungry, to be honest.
No. I'm going to put the oven on so I can have it.
How rude.
For when we're on looping.
We're not watching Lupin, we're watching One Division.
Alright.
13, 18 and 18. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Claire, for a great quiz. It's helping at the homeschooling. A few of the questions have appeared in previous quizzes. See you Monday. You were not rubbish. I was, Jack. No, we're not. It's fine. Sorry that the questions were up to your skill set, shall we say. As long as you had fun, though, that's all that matters. We don't care if you did well or not. It's all about the fun. What am I telling them, Fran? Okay, you've got 1 more minute to get your scores on. You've got 1 minute to get your scores on that score sheet. 60 out of 80. Great fun as usual. See you Monday night. Thank you very much, Kathy Clark. We shall see you on Monday night then. Which will be Beat the Quizmaster. And it will be me this time. So yeah, you're against me. The smarter of the two of us. I will be announcing it on Monday for you, Fran. Don't you worry. Thanks a lot, guys, for another great evening. Thanks to Fleur and Alec for their input. Thank you to Fleur and Alec for being the team that Roy needed. Great fun again. Thank you. See you on Monday, says Joan. See you Monday. Bev on Twitch says, thanks for another great quiz. We have a great weekend. See you on Monday. See you on Monday, Bev. We've got 20 seconds to get those scores done if you haven't already, which I think everyone has. Yes. So what are we all up to in the weekend? What are you doing? Doing that floating thing. There we go. That's the time. Right, let's get your scores in order then. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I can almost fit them all on. Oh, I think I can. Right. Thank you, Jackie. Great as always. See you on Monday. Thank you very much. Do you know if the Tories are incorporating new quizzes as part of the national curriculum anytime soon? And if not, have you considered becoming a Tory donor? I'd rather donate my brain. Thanks everyone, apart from Bertie. Not as funny as usual. 5 out of 10. Must try harder, says Kelly.
I also went to the big boys' room.
Wonderful.
Not yours.
Don't want to know. Right. Let me just get that so we can get everything in order. I think we can fit everyone on. No, we can't do that. Hey, move. There we go. The default sheet is what we do before we cross everything off. What? Okay, so let's have a quick look. I'll get us out of the way, shall we? Bam. Right, so we have a quiz actually with a pathetic 1 point. 25.5 for Fran, 44 for University Challenge, 48 for Just for Fun. Maxwell's have 50, 52 is the Chihuahua Lovers, 53 is the Sloths. Yourself and I and Nosky Servants have 55. One above them is Hungry Hogs with 56. The Cat's Whiskers have 58, as well as Portrait of a Cock at Midnight. 1 point more for Bobby's Bits. 64 points each for Mickey's Musketeers and the Fire Breathing Rubber Ducks. 65 points for the Neighbours. 68 for the Quizman and Her. Cheeky Slags have 69, as well as Jamie's Giants. 71 points for the Gangsters. 74 points for Smarties Bunch and Kerno. 76 for the Examples, Expandables and Indoor Boaters, as well as Tommy plus 4 and Unicorn plus 2. Charlie Ogden Factory have 77. 80 points for Wombles and Wokingham. And Bev Brainiacs have 81 points. Congratulations to those teams.
You could put yourself forward for doing horse racing on the TV.
Yeah.
See, basically, halfway through that, just because he was going on, I literally went like that behind his back, and then it suddenly dawned on me that we weren't on screen.
I was too busy reading that. Joe says, always fun, always lively, lovely to have to go for a comfort break. Indeed. Thank you very much for playing, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
So on Monday, we see the return of
Beat the Quizmaster.
Beat the Quizmaster.
It is me this time. The smarter of the two of us, has to be said. Each of us have our talents. Let's be pragmatic about it, shall we? Oh, yeah, we'll definitely do that.
We will have something special for Quiz 100.
Which is still 30 quizzes away.
Yes.
Beat the Quizmaster. Can we bring sticks? Maybe I'll like that. You don't know.
Weirdo. Freak.
Yes. Are the sticks provided on the day? Almost sounds like a sports day or something.
Yes.
Cheers, guys. See you Monday from Cliff. Thank you very much.
On Twitch. Thanks, guys. Thanks for another great quiz. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.
Caroline said the exact same thing. Great quiz. Thank you. See you Monday. Thank you very much, Caroline. Good name, Caroline. Starts with a C, doesn't it? Good C. Thanks, guys, from the Sloth, says Karen D over on YouTube.
Yeah, our special quiz, in conjunction with someone else, is going to be going live on Facebook for the event on Sunday, we are told.
It will be announced. We'll just let you know that it's a special quiz. That's also for a company that we're working with. Yes, I've not forgotten, Fran. No one else has put the scores in. No, we're okay. Right, we're going to go in 1 minute's time. You have 1 minute to look at our faces, and then we are off, flying away. Thanks, guys. See you on Monday. Have a good weekend. This is Fiona. Thank you very much, Fiona. Have a lovely weekend yourself.
Cheers, fans. See you on Monday. Frank,
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks for another great quiz, guys. Always
fun.
Always fun.
Struggle on that one, don't you?
Fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Frank. All we want you to do is enjoy the quiz. We don't care if you win or lose, you get a crap score or a good score. All we care about is if you have fun. That's the only aim of the quiz.
Thank you for the latest donation. Thanks again for a great quiz again, despite our dismal score. Have a fab weekend, guys. You know who you are.
Bertie just said bye. Short and sweet. Looks like me.
Charlie said bye, but with his tongue tied.
Adios, amigos. Bye, guys. See you Monday. Off to look for photos. Fantastic. Julie says, thanks, good fun tonight. Thank you so much, guys. We really enjoyed it tonight. Hope you enjoyed the rounds that we had. Keep thinking about rounds you would like to see beginning with the letter D. Save those for Monday and let us know.
Mm.
Right. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
See you Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.